Hello students and welcome to Rathod's IS. Today in this video, we are going to analyze this year UPSC 2022 Mains of GS paper 3. So first of all, you have to know which are the subjects which are present in our GS paper 3. So first we have economy, second one is science and technology, environment and ecology, internal security and disaster management. So this GS paper 3 which includes 5 subjects. So actually this year paper, it is not much tough. So first of all, let us try to see the paper and let us try to mark important key words, so that you will be getting idea whether you have gone through that or not. So here these are the questions. So the first question is here and let me highlight some keywords. So first question is about PPP, public-private partnership. So number of times Servan sir in economic current affairs, he discussed about this public-private partnership. And this public-private partnership, it is regarding the redevelopment of railway stations. And next one, it is about inclusive growth and financial inclusion. So these are the two keywords. And next question is about public distribution system. So number of times in our Hindu we discussed about this PDS system and what are the challenges, how can we make them efficient, or what is the way forward. And next question is about food processing industry, and there are number of schemes which mainly came up by Government of India, that is especially Sampada scheme, which is about this food processing. And next question is about life expectancy. So there is increasing of life expectancy in our country. So whenever there is increasing of life expectancy, what are the challenges? So we are going to discuss that. And the sixth question, it is about plant material, cellulose, and these are some things which is important from our environment and ecology. And next question is about photochemical smog. So this photochemical smog we can see every year in news during this winter season, especially because of this air pollution in this National Capital Territory region. And in the next question, the key word here is cloudburst, and we discussed number of times regarding this cloudburst, and it is asking about the two recent examples. For example, Uttarakhand cloudburst and even Himachal Pradesh cloudburst, which happened very recently. And next keyword is about organized crimes. So you can see this word organized crimes in your syllabus directly. And next keyword, it is about maritime security challenge. So there were a number of articles in our Hindu, especially regarding this maritime security. I think you might have also heard about Sagar initiative. And if you move on to this 11th question, the key word in this 11th question, it is regarding increasing of labor activity, and it is talking about labor productivity. So it is also one important topic because recently we came up with this labor codes, 4 labor codes. This is also very expected question. And next one, it is about renewable energy. So because of this COP26, yes, our Government of India, Prime Minister of India, he talked about carbon neutrality. We are going to achieve carbon neutrality in India by 2070. So yes, there is expected question, this renewable energy also. And next, it is about marketing of agriculture products. So why this question is in news? Because government came up with these 3 agriculture farm bills, but after that, because of protest in number of states, and these bills had been withdrawn. So because of this question is in paper. And next one, it is about integrated farming system and how this system which is going to help the small and marginal farmers. So this is also one expected question. And next one, it is about James Webb Space Telescope. So number of times in our Hindu analysis we discussed about this question, or we also gave you practice question regarding this James Webb Space Telescope. And once again, this is also expected question. And the 16th question, it is about vaccine development. Actually regarding this vaccine development, we do not get much questions in this 2021 to 2022 and before this year, yes, 2020 to 2021. So there were a number of articles regarding this vaccine development. So actually it is one surprise, I can say. And next topic, it is about global warming and global climate and greenhouse gases, and this is also expected question. And next keyword here is coastal erosion. So there were number of articles in Hindu newspaper regarding report of coastal erosion, and there we discussed what are the causes, so what are the way forward. So again, this is also one expected question from environment and ecology. And the next question is regarding cyber security, because of this Pegasus which is seen in news, and this cyber security question is also most expected. And next question is about internal security threat. It is regarding Naxalism. So there were number of articles which appeared in a Hindu newspaper regarding Naxal attacks. Okay, so here I want to ask you one question. So how many of you felt that the keywords that highlighted now, so you didn't know that? So how many of you know those keywords? So if you know those keywords, and if you know at least some information regarding that, you can write answers regarding these questions. So I can say, so this GS3 paper, it is not much tough, not much difficult. So now let us try to see analysis. So in this analysis, I want to show you which subject is important, and from which subject, so which topic is important. So here, as you all know, this GS3 which includes these 5 subjects, like we have economy, we have science and technology, environment and ecology, disaster management, internal security. So from economy we got overall 7 questions. So out of these 7 questions, which contributes about 80 marks of this 250 marker paper, that is in this entire GS3, it contributes 80 marks. And from science and technology we got 3 questions of 15 marker, so it contributes about 45 marks. And environment and ecology we got 5 questions. Because of this COP26, I can say, so we got like 65 marks from this environment and ecology. And from disaster management we got 1 question regarding this cloud burst, and it is 10 marker question. And internal security we have 4 questions which contributes 50 marks. So total GS3 which contributes 250 marks. So if you follow current affairs from last at least 8 months, yes, you can answer these questions for sure if you have a basic static knowledge. And you can easily get more than 120 marks in this GS paper 3. So if you follow current affairs, and if you have a good basic knowledge of your so-and-so subject and so-and-so topic, and if you have a good writing skills, you can easily get more than 120 marks. So now let us try to see from which subject which question appeared, and I will be giving you the brief idea of what should be the answer. And in the next sessions we are going to come up with a separate videos, and in that videos we are going to discuss the papers from 2013 to 2022 mains, especially from the subject wise. So we are going to have that analysis or discussions. So if you watch that videos, it will be much more helpful and will be helpful for your answer writing. So we are going to come up with that soon. So now let us try to see the first question, and first we are going to discuss economy. As I said, from economy we got 7 questions. So first question is about why is public-private partnership, that is in short PPP, required in infrastructural projects. Examine the role of PPP model in redevelopment of railway stations. So especially in this railway stations, so here you can write in introduction like history of our railways. Yes, we got railways from this British period onwards. So Britishers, they introduced railways. And who is the father of Indian railways? So please let me know in the comment box. And here most of the railways that we are using now, they belongs to this British period. So if you want to go for speed, increasing the speed of railways, and if you want to go for redevelopment, yes, we need to invest. So here introduction you can write about simply what is this PPP, also that is public-private partnership model. It is association between government and private players. So why we need this private players help? So because here government do not have proper funds, proper investment. So if you want to go for redevelop our railways, yes, we need this PPP models. So you can talk about some examples of Bangalore railways, etc. Okay, so this is about the structure of answer. And next question it is about, is inclusive growth possible under market economy? So first of all, you have to know the knowledge regarding what is this market economy means. So you can write about the market economy and importance of this inclusive growth in market economy in introduction. And you have to write about significance of financial inclusion. You can also need to know about what is the meaning of financial inclusion, and you have to also know about what is the significance of financial inclusion. That can be written in the body. And here the two keywords are, first one is inclusive growth, second one is financial inclusion. And third one here is, what are the major challenges of PDS, public distribution system. So number of times in our Hindu analysis we discussed about what is this PDS system, and we discussed about the case study regarding Andhra Pradesh. So Andhra Pradesh came up with this digitalization of this PDS system. So how it came forward, so what are the advantages, we already discussed all those things in detail. So in introduction you can write about some brief history regarding this PDS system. So why we came up with this PDS system, when we came up with this PDS system, and you can write about National Food Security Act also. And you can write about how can we made it effective. So if you want to write how can we made it effective, so you need to write about what are the challenges. So you have to write about what are the challenges that we are facing. Yes, there is a lot of corruption, bogus ration cards. And we can see like, so there is a red tapeism, and even there is diversion of the food grains, black marketing, hoarding, everything is happening here. So you can write all those things, and you can write way forward. So this is the structure of your answer. And next one is, elaborate the scope and significance of food processing in India. Yes, food processing industry, it is one of the industry that we didn't focus. Yes, we know that we are good in the producing of milk, we are good in producing of vegetables, but if you see the wastage is also very high. So why there is wastage? Because there is no proper development of food processing industries in India. For example, if you are talking about perishable goods, so perishable goods need to be taken to the market as early as possible. So because of lack of proper supply chains, because of there is no proper facilities, transportation facilities, so here there is increasing of wastage of these vegetables, fruits are happening. So if we have developed proper food processing industries, then what happens, that will also lead to the increasing of farmers' income, and that will help to achieve our aim of doubling of farmers' income by 2025. Okay, so this is the one important thing. And here you have to know about the status of this food processing industries in India, and you can write the data in introduction, and you can write about what is the scope, why we need this food processing industries, and you can write about what are the significance, that is you can write about what are the advantages of this development in this food processing industries. So here you have to know that why we didn't focus on this food processing industries also. So even you can know about what are the schemes which are present in India which are focusing on this food processing industries. For example, Sampada. Okay, so this is about this question. And next one, it is about increase in life expectancy in country has led to newer health challenges in the community. What are those challenges and what steps can be taken? Yes, whenever there is increasing of life expectancy, for example, earlier the life expectancy is 60 years. Now, for example, let us take it increase it to 72 years, for example. Then what happened? Old age population will be increased. So whenever old age population is increasing, yes, there will be the increasing on the burden of government, because government need to provide some social security schemes for these old age people. And these old age people, they are very much susceptible for the other non-communicable diseases. And here, even during this COVID-19 period, so there is high number of deaths which is mainly seen in the people who are above 45 years of age. And even the vaccines also, we gave priority for this people who are above 45 years of age and who are having comorbidities, that is other diseases. So here, yes, whenever there is increasing of life expectancy in the country, yes, newer health challenges that will come into picture. There is increasing of burden of non-communicable disease like hypertension, diabetes mellitus, and even that will be increasing the burden on this government exchequer, because government need to provide some pension schemes for these old age people, and government need to provide some insurance schemes, and even government need to provide some proper healthcare facilities for this, especially this elderly people. So you can write about challenges and you can give the way forward, what can be done. Okay. And the next question from this economy here is, economic growth in recent past has been led by increase in labor activity. So explain this statement, suggest a growth pattern that will lead to creation of more jobs without compromise on labor productivity. So why this question is there in this paper? Because of new labor codes, right? So you have to understand what is the importance of this labor productivity. And one more important challenge that we are facing is unemployment. You have to know about the data regarding unemployment in India. So you can write some way forward. And next question is about what are the main bottlenecks in upstream and downstream process of marketing of agriculture products. Yes, one important problem which is faced by these farmers here is there is no marketing. There is no marketing. So even if these farmers who are producing like 100 bags of rice, whenever they are taking that rice to APMC mandis, yes, the middleman who is mainly cheating these farmers. And that will lead to the decreasing of the farmers' income. So here, yes, we need to have a proper marketing. So here farmers, they can reach the people who want to take the so and so produce of the farmers directly. So because of this, we can ensure there will be increasing of prices or increasing of income of these farmers also. And here the consumers, they will be getting satisfied because they are getting product directly from the farmer. So they will be getting the fresh products. So here, because of this, yes, we need to understand what are the challenges in this marketing of agriculture products. For example, if you are talking about ENAM, so what are the challenges? So like that, you can take some case studies or examples and you can write some challenges. So in this way, you can write answer for this question. So these are the 7 questions from this economy. So if you have the basic knowledge of the static syllabus of economy, and you can easily build your current events and you can write a very good equipped answer with examples, with data in your economy. So please try to follow current affairs and please try to go through the editorials for this economy. And what are the important topics where it is focused? It focused on this mostly current events like public-private partnership. It focused on food processing industries, public distribution system, okay, and burden on the government, economic growth, and also budget. So now let us see the second area, that is our science and technology. So from this science and technology, we got 3 questions, and these 3 questions are 15 marker questions and the word limit is 250 words. So the first question is about integrated farming system. It is a very direct question. So you can write introduction regarding what is integrated farming system, and you have to write what are the advantages of this integrated farming system separately for the small and marginal farmers. So how it is helpful. It is a very direct question. And next one here, it is about James Webb Space Telescope. James Webb Space Telescope has been much seen in news because of unique features, and also it sent one image, right? So because of this James Webb Telescope is in news, and at that time we discussed what is this James Webb Telescope, why it is very advanced, and what are the important features and what are the benefits. So those things are directly given in your paper, and if you have followed our Hindu analysis, yes, you will be easily writing this question. And next one is, what is the basic principles behind this vaccine development? There are 4 to 5 steps in the vaccine development. You can draw those diagrams, and you have to see how these vaccines will be working. So these vaccines will contain antigen. So whenever this antigen which is entering into our body, so antibodies in our body, they will be detecting these antigens, right? And they will be forming antigen antibody complex, and they will try to kill this antigen. So this is the mechanism of curing of disease. So yes, if you want to activate your antibodies in your body before entry of antigen, yes, we will take vaccines. So these vaccines, they will be containing either, we can say, the very less concentration of disease causing organism, or the some deactivated particles of this antigen, right? We are taking that in a very less amounts, so that it will be not causing any disease. So after this antigen which is entering into our body, so antibodies will be released. Okay, so these antibodies will be already circulating in our body, so that if the disease causing organism which is entered into our body, means our antibodies which are already present in our bloodstream, they will be attacking those antigens. Okay, so this is about the process of how these vaccines work. You have to draw diagrams here. And what approaches were adopted by Indian vaccine manufacturer to produce this COVID-19 vaccines. So here you can talk about the Indian vaccines like Covaxin, Covishield, and even recent nasal vaccines also. You can add some examples here. That's it. This is about science and technology. And next area, it is our environment and ecology. So from this environment and ecology, we got 5 questions. Good ample amount of questions that we got from this environment and ecology. So the first question is like, this is a somewhat difficult question, I can say. So you might not expect this. So each year, large amount of plant material, cellulose, is deposited on the surface of planet Earth. So actually there was one article in your Down to Earth regarding this cellulose deposition on our planet Earth. So because of this, a question which appeared in your examination. So each year a large amount of plant material, that is cellulose will be present in the plant, right? So it is deposited on the surface of planet Earth. And what are the natural process this cellulose undergoes before yielding carbon dioxide? So it is asking about especially decomposition of the cellulose. So here one important enzyme that we can say like cellulase. So cellulase will be acting on the cellulose and it will be helpful for the degradation of the cellulose. So you can write about the different steps of this decomposition of this cellulose. That's it. And next one is discuss in detail the photochemical smog, emphasizing on its formation. The first one is formation, second one is its effect, and third one is mitigation. Okay, so here you have to know about how this photochemical smog is formed. So before that, you have to write an introduction regarding what will be the impact of this photochemical smog, or you can write about why this photochemical smog is in use. And later on you can write or you can draw diagrams of this formation. So what will be the effects? You can draw this type of images. You can write effect here and you can just draw the effects. And you can also give the way forward, like how can we mitigate this. And at last you have to also write about this Gutenberg protocol also. So these are 4 sub questions which are given here, and it is like a 10 marker question. So you can see how lengthy it is. And next one is, do you think India will meet 50% of its energy needs from renewable energy by 2030? Justify your answer. So you have to focus on this renewable energy and you have to justify whether we are going to meet our 50% of energy from this renewable energy by 2030 or not. You can write about solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, where we are focusing on. And you have to give some examples because the keyword here is justify. And how will the shift of subsidies from these fossil fuels to renewable fuels, how it will be helpful to achieve our objectives. So one more question here is, so if there is any shift from this subsidies which are provided by the government from this fossil fuels towards this renewable energy, so what will be the change? Yes, there are a number of articles in our Hindi newspaper which is about this topic, and you can easily write answer for this question. And next question is, discuss global warming. Next question is, discuss global warming and mention its effects on global climate. So you can write about simply global warming, and you can write about what are the effects on our climate. And you can write about what are the control measures also. It is a very simple, it is a very direct. And this one is, explain the causes and effects of coastal erosion. So in introduction you can write about the coastal erosion, and recently there was one report regarding this coastal erosion released, and you can write the data of that report and you can show which areas had been eroded and what are the reasons. The reason here is because of this cyclone impact, like that. So you can write even reasons also. So that will be your introduction. And in the body you can talk about what are the causes, and second one will be the effects. And next one here is, you have to also focus on what is this coastal management technique. What is this coastal management technique? So in this way you can complete your answer, and the word limit here is 250 words. Try to use diagrams as far as possible. This is about this environment and ecology. And next one is regarding disaster management. So from this disaster management, there was one question regarding cloudburst. Actually, recently the cloudburst which happened in this Himachal Pradesh, that led to the floods. So here you have to know what is the mechanism of this cloudburst. And I also gave you the definition of this cloudburst number of times in our Hindu analysis. So if I followed that, I think you might remember that definition. So there is a downpour. So there is a maximum amount of rainfall within so and so time limit. So what is that? So please let me know in the comment box. So here you have to write about what is this cloudburst definition, introduction. In body you can write about what is the mechanism and occurrence, how this cloudburst will occur. And next one here is, at last you can give the two recent examples, and you can draw the map of India and you can show the location where this cloudburst happened recently. And next one is our internal security. So from internal security we got 4 questions. So first question, it is about organized crimes. So if you go through your syllabus, so there is one topic in your internal security, that is organized crimes. So here you have to know about which all comes from this organized crimes, and you have to know about linkages between the terrorist and organized crimes. Yes, here terrorists, they also going for this organized crimes, for example armed trafficking, for example drug trafficking, etc. And you have to know about at state level, national level and international level, so how these organized crimes are going on. Okay, and next question is about maritime security challenges. Yes, because of increasing of significance of this Indo-Pacific region, especially now we are focusing on this maritime security rather than this continental security. Yes, this article which is also came up in our Hindu editorial regarding this continental security versus maritime security. So regarding this maritime security, we came up with this Sagar initiative, and even we are also conducting number of military drills in this region also, and we are focusing on ensuring of maritime security. So here you have to know about what are the challenges that we are facing in this maritime security. So regarding the laws, we have UNCLOS regarding this maritime security, right? And also you have to focus on what are the initiatives that came up by the government, and you have to also focus on organizational structure and technical structure and procedure initiatives which are taken to improve this maritime security, and you have to write answer within 150 words. And the next question is about cyber security. Because of this Pegasus issue and because of this recent committee report which given to Supreme Court that only 5 mobiles they had been identified that they are affected by this malware, but it is not exactly the Pegasus. Okay, they said that we are not confirmed that it is caused by this Pegasus. Correct. So because of this, yes, I thought that there will be question regarding cyber security for sure, and that thing I already intimated you number of times in Hindu analysis also. So what are the different elements of cyber security? You have to write that, and you have to know what are the challenges of the cyber security issues, and recently what are the initiatives came up by the government, and even you have to make a note on even comprehensive national cyber security strategy. And this is 15 marker question, and you have to write it in 250 words. And next and last question is about Naxalism. So there were a number of articles which came in our Hindu newspaper regarding the attacks, Naxal attacks. So Naxalism is a social, economic and developmental issue manifesting a violent internal security threat. In this context, discuss emerging issues. Okay, and how can we come up with a strategy, okay, to tackle this menace of Naxalism. And I also gave you a mains practice question regarding this Naxalism number of times, and you have to know about what is the Samadhan regarding this Naxalism. So I hope you are getting everything right. So this is also a very direct question, and that is seen from your static syllabus, and even in your UPSC syllabus there is a topic called as Naxalism. That is a direct question that is picked up from there. So here this is analysis of this paper, and please stay tuned to Rathod's IAS, and we are going to provide more videos in the future such that you will be having a good analysis on how the questions will be asked and what are the things that you have to include. And we are taking question by question, and we are going to explain in how many ways you can write introduction, and how can you write main body, and how can you address your conclusion, and if at all if there is anything that you can represent like any diagrams or any maps, okay, we will be also showing that, okay, personally. So try to subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy and like and share this video to your friends also. So this will be helpful for the other students also. So by this I am concluding. Thank you so much.